Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Lots of questions have reached me, so I hope to provide some answers as good as possible. Let me actually tidy this up. This is the daily chart on the ETH chart. Yeah. So as we mentioned before, ETH has built since the June 22 lows 3-1-2 setups. This wave 2 here most recently was extremely shallow. Not as deep as I originally wanted it to have, but it's a wave 2, so it's a very bullish chart. I repeatedly highlighted that and also said that as soon as this wave 2 is complete, we should see the rally in a third of a third wave to 3,000 and beyond. Yeah, so that's key. We've had that breakout. I mentioned it in yesterday's video or early today that the ETH BTC chart might be turning around as well. It's too early to say, but we've got the first decent reversal signal on the ETH BTC chart because it hit our target on there. Let's see if I actually have it open. Yeah. The ETH BTC chart did hit the target perfectly and shows a reaction. Now it hasn't even made a new high, so it's premature to say we've bottomed. Yeah, it would be a guess. We don't guess here. But I can say that as long as it's holding higher lows from here, it could be the breakout because the correction has done what it needed to do. We have enough waves, but in yellow shows the possibility for another low. So I cannot rule out another low. I basically need all 5 waves filled in and then a 3-wave pullback to confirm a low is in. That would be a long-term increase and ETH could outperform Bitcoin. And that's in line with the daily chart, not this one. Where's the daily chart? Oh, 1 second. I have too many charts open. There you go. So, because this chart is extremely bullish and the third wave, yeah, should obviously take it to 3,000 and beyond. If we measure it now, and it's a little bit too early, I want to see if this actually sustains this move. But if this is now a third, yeah, I mean, we talk about 3,650 at least. And the next, and that's wild, the next structural resistance is really at 3,600. So there isn't really any significant structural resistance left. Yeah, we have basically broken out and the market seems to be moving. Bear in mind that ETH hasn't moved that much actually so far. Yes, it's also moved significantly since the June lows, but it hasn't actually moved as much as it could have, yeah, because most of the move is still coming, according to the chart at least. Yeah, third of a third wave and so on. Lots of third waves here that still need to be completed. And it's going well. Okay, so I can only say that as long as we're holding relevant support levels, I have to assume we are now in this third of a third wave. We've talked about this daily chart, and maybe this is finally the move that many people have been waiting for, the real deal, the real breakout. Okay, so let's go to the shorter time frame. I need to find it now again. There you go. So this breakout here above the recent highs indicates that we are still in a third wave on the smaller time frame. This is the 30-minute chart. The assumption has to be that the wave 2 correction finished here at around 2,140. Yeah, 2,140, and that we've now started to move up. Obviously talked about that in the last video. The ideal target is already broken, but I mentioned extensions are always possible, especially in a third wave. They are not predictable, but we have to prepare for them. And the support level has been adjusted to account for the latest high. If this third extends, then also the support needs to extend. I, at this stage, think this is a leading, some kind of a diagonal, even though it's an aggressive one. And I haven't labeled the whole thing, obviously, yet, because this is only the 1 hour, 30-minute short-term chart. But this move up looks corrective. So I consider this currently only a leading diagonal. The next pullback will come at some point. At the moment, this third is already wildly extended. 2.618 extension reached. At some point, this should be finished. But we know how it works in the third wave in crypto. You don't want to stand in the way of such a rally. Third waves are the FOMO waves. So the next level would be 2,703, 2,779. There's literally no way of saying when this rally will end, okay? There is no way of saying. All I can say, as long as support is holding, we can push higher. And you can obviously use the fib levels to measure your risk constantly. Again, if this is the real deal, then 3,600 are actually a reasonable target. But that should not happen in one go. There should be pullbacks along the way, okay? As we know. But they can be shallow in a bullish market. Okay, so there is not really a good entry in a third wave. That's what I always say. You know, ideally accumulation happens around the lows, or you are really babysitting your trades, you know, and you have to constantly watch the charts. Now, what is micro support? Micro support, I can only give you that based on the length of the C wave, and to be honest, it's overlapping with the other support areas. It doesn't really help, but all I can say at the moment is that the main support level that would be important for any wave 4 pullback is now at 2,340. If until tomorrow the structure gets clearer, maybe I can provide another support area or level, but because of these extensions, support is now quite far away. Actually, it's not too far away. Still decent reward to risk ratio for a move to 3,600. But obviously the idea is that at some point we should get this fourth, then a fifth, then another pullback, and so on. But we know how in crypto sometimes these rallies just extend and extend, extend. So I have to say that again and again, you know, pullbacks are not guaranteed, not in a third wave. So that's the thing. Ideally, everybody has a position, even if it's, let's say, only a core position, and we can ride this. The problem is still, it's only 3 waves up. The risk is still there that this is a high B wave. Let's say I don't believe that at this stage, because it would be a wildly extended B wave, but B waves don't really have targets, okay? B waves don't really have targets. They can overshoot significantly. So until this is a 5-wave move, I have to have this as a high B wave on the chart. Maybe I'll change the micro a little bit, but support is firm. And as long as this level is holding, focus can remain on higher. And a break below 2,340 may send us down lower in a C wave. Where that would land, we would then have to see, but that would be a significant suggestion that you know, a B wave topped. But there will be support. I don't suggest we will get into the green support area necessarily, not with such a extended B wave. So we could be targeting sort of here the previous lows around 2,140. We'll see how it develops. But bear in mind, this could be the breakout. Very interesting. And yeah, I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.